Hello, everybody, and welcome to another AFL 2024 preseason Supercoach video, where today we're going to be looking at the Melbourne Demons. Now, Melbourne last year, they went out in straight sets for the second year in a row, I believe. And yeah, they're obviously going to be up there in finals contention again, you would think. And yeah, if we look at their fixture, hey, they play in round 0. They're playing against Sydney. They're going to be playing against their old mate Grundy. So it's going to be Grundy v Gawn. So all those super coaches that have Grundy and Gawn in their side, which will be a lot of people, hey, you don't have to worry about them stealing points off each other because the game that they play against each other does not count. Alright, and yeah, they share the round 6 bye with Richmond, and they have the round 14 bye in the mid-season as well. Alright, so yeah, like Richmond, if they're rookies, if there are any rookies playing and they play all games, they're going to get 1 because their opening round score will count to their price rises. So they got 1, 2, price rise here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 price rises. Did I say 6 in the last one? Oops, my bad. Alright, so yeah, they could max out by the time they get to round 5. So if there's a Melbourne rookie that's available, I'm going to be very interested. Alright, so let's get on with it. Let's get into the defenders as usual. But first off, we got Angus Brayshaw, who is 502k, is also available as a mid. Does he get any more mid time? One concern I do have about him is obviously his concussion issues. We saw in the final against Collingwood last year, he got KO'd. As soon as that happened, I thought career over, but he's still playing. But yeah, I'm probably not going to go anywhere near him, I don't think. Alright, next on the list, got Stephen May, 468.9k. He's probably priced at what his average will be. He takes intercept marks. He takes all the kick-ins, plays on a lot, so it's a lot of free points. It could be D7 target, something that I've done in the past. Just had him at D7, and if he has one of his bigger games, just put him on the field if he has a good score by loopholing. And so we'll keep an eye out on that. Alright, so next we got Marty Hall, 123.9k. Now, he's one that I had huge interest in. He was on Melbourne's list a few years ago, got delisted, because he piled up a few injuries, but he had a massive couple of seasons in the VFL, and he's back on the Melbourne list. Probably like that third tall type player, interceptor. Who have they got? They got May, they got Lever. Who else they've got? Am I missing someone? But anywho, he actually played in the twos game last year. Tomlinson, I think I might be thinking of. Could be wrong. But he played in the twos game in the practice game. So, it's a sign that he might not be in the best 22. So, might not be able to pick him. All right, and got Blake Howes, I think his name is, 123.9k. I thought he was another one that might have been, in the mix, in the defender role. But probably unlikely. I think he might be behind Hall, I think. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know. All right, on to the midfielders. Now, we've got Clary. He's 674k, so very expensive. He's had injury issues, had personal issues. He's just come back to training, I believe. He did play in the Pracky game, but he came back through the twos. Reports are saying he'll be ready for round 1. But I really don't trust him at the moment. So I'll look at him during the season. And, if he's scoring okay, if he looks, good role, which should be in the midfield. If he I might consider upgrading to him depending on how he's going later on in the year. All right, so Petrarca, or Truck, have I got here? 667.7k. This guy has a huge ceiling. Will he get more mid-time if Oliver is out, if he doesn't make it to round one? He's one that I'm actually considering. But will he play forward ball? Could he pick up forward status later on in the year? If he picks up forward status, then I'm getting him in my side ASAP. So keep an eye out for that at the end of round 6. Alright, and Jack Viney, 559.6k, good player, but probably not Supercoach classic or relevant. Can score the odd big score here and there, but can also score you like a 50 or a 60 sometimes. Alright, so not for me. Alright, on to the rucks. Now, I've only got one name here. Max Gawn, 583.7k. Yeah, he's underpriced because they had Grundy in their side with him, which limited his output a bit. But as soon as Grundy was out of the side, like he was back to Maxi Gawn of old. So he's in my side. He is locked. Like he could get back up to the potentially like 650 plus price. All right, now onto the forwards. Now, not a lot of expensive options, but we do have quite a few interesting, rookie / lower mid prices. First one is Jack Billings. Came across with St Kilda. Had a few injury issues last year. Or did he, or is he just not best 22? Did Ross just not like him? Actually, I think it might be the latter. Or a bit of both. He's 243.9k. He should be best 22. It looks like he has a half forward role. But, as with all these Melbourne players, we get to have a look at him round 0. Same with Caleb Windsor, who was someone that wasn't on my radar until the last week or so. I thought, this guy is just going to be like a small forward. I want to pay 180.3k for a small forward. But, I saw him play on a wing in the pracky, and, he actually looked okay. Like, it was his first game against, another AFL side. So, we'll forgive him for turning this ball over a couple for a bit. But if he plays, obviously watch him around 0, but, he's one that I want to try and get in my side. Bailey Laurie, 125.2k. Is he best 22? Kicked a couple of goals in the pracky game, but, Melbourne also had a few players missing. Like, you had Hunter, you had Spargo, you had Salem. I'm missing at least one more. But 125.2k. Like I said, kept a couple of goals. Didn't do his claim for a game any harm. But I think he was a sub a couple of times last year. So again, I reckon he'll be a sub candidate. All right, Tom Fullerton didn't play in the Prackies. 123.9k. He's come across from Brisbane. Would he be a backup ruck for Max Gawn if Gawn were to go down? Because I think they only have another 2 ruckmen listed, Melbourne, 2 rookies that haven't played. Tom Fullerton, he actually, at least he has actually played in the AFL. Or they send like a Van Rooyen or someone as their number 1 ruck. I'm not sure, but hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, Josh Shackey, 123.9k. Is he best 22? He's a key forward. I'll pass. To be honest, I thought he got either traded or delisted. I didn't realise he was still on Melbourne's list. All right, and now we've got Kynan Brown, who's also available as a midfielder. 102.4k. Kicked a couple of goals in the practice game, but is he best 22? Is he ready? Is he a sub candidate? He could be, but if he can somehow get picked in the first, he only needs a few games. These 102.4k rookies are like gold. If they average 50, then they make like 115k or whatever. So they don't have to do as well as say like a Caleb Windsor. Like he'll have to average like just off the top of my head, 60, 65 or something like that to make 150k. All right, so yeah, we'll keep an eye out on this guy. And yeah, as always, if there's anyone I've missed, if there's any more info that you have on any of these guys, let me know. And thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. See you. Bye.